Hey there! Welcome back to another episode from Food Tells Stories, where we explore history through food, drinks, and a little bit of backyard curiosity. So, the other day, I was grilling outside, minding my own business, when the neighbour kid popped his head over the fence and hit me with this question. Hey, what's the first drink humans ever had? Easy one, right? Water, obviously. No water, no life, no love, no barbecue, no fun. But then he asked me this. Okay, so what was the second drink? And that got me thinking. Some people might answer right away. It's gotta be milk, cow's milk, goat's milk, something like that. Sounds reasonable, right? Once humans started domesticating cows and goats, it makes sense that milking them came shortly after. But just think about this for a second. Who was the first person to look at a cow and say, "Hey, let me try squeezing this and see what comes out"? Yeah, kind of weird when you put it that way. And here's the thing, not everyone could even drink milk. Early humans couldn't digest lactose. To drink milk without, explosive consequences, you had to have a special gene. If you didn't have it and still went for that tall glass of milk, boom, gut disaster, day ruined. So even though milk is super nutritious, it took humans a long time and actual genetic evolution to be able to drink it safely. Plus, milking animals only really started during the Neolithic period, when humans settled down and began farming and herding, which means if milk was our second drink, it definitely didn't come early. But you know what? There's a good chance that humanity's second drink wasn't milk at all. It was fermented fruit juice. And the best part, it probably happened completely by accident. Picture this, you're a prehistoric human. No cows to milk, no rice to farm, just hunting and foraging all day. One day, you gather a bunch of wild fruit, maybe grapes, berries, or plums. You toss them into a leather pouch and bring them home. But the trip is long, the sun is hot, and the fruit gets squishy and juicy. You leave the bag in the corner of the cave for a few days. Fermentation happens. Or maybe some guy was trying to hide a snack for himself, or save a gift for his cave girlfriend, but he got distracted and forgot. Next thing you know, the juice starts bubbling, smells kind of sweet, and when you drink it, you feel light, tingly, a little happy. Back then, humans had no word for it, but you just know they were thinking, "Whoa, this drink is kind of fun. Let's pick more fruit tomorrow and forget it again."
Oh my God!
And just like that, booze was born. No farming needed, no genetics required. Just fruit, time, and a little bit of bold curiosity. In fact, archaeologists found evidence of this in Jiahu, China, over 9,000 years ago. Ancient pottery containing traces of a fermented drink made from rice, fruit, and honey. Which means humans were making alcohol before we were milking cows. From caves to castles, the journey of fermentation. That bag of fruit juice, forgotten in a cave corner, wasn't just a silly mistake. It was the start of something big. From that moment, humans discovered a secret. Fermentation is magic, from fruit juice to wine. At first, it was just squished berries gone fizzy. But soon, people learned to control it. They picked better fruits. They let it sit longer. They stored it in clay jars. In China, over 9,000 years ago, people in Jiahu made drinks from rice, fruit, and honey. In Mesopotamia and Egypt, grain became beer, the drink of both workers and kings. In the Mediterranean, grapes became wine, for poets, gods, and royalty. More than just a drink, fermentation didn't stop at wine and beer. It helped people survive. It preserved food. It made flavors deeper and stronger. It gave us vinegar, cheese, yogurt, pickles, fish sauce, kimchi, all from one simple process. Fermentation became a key part of human life and human taste. Then it became culture. That fizzy juice, it became a ritual, A gift, an offering to the gods. It brought people together. Europe made wine. The Middle East made distilled spirits. Asia made rice wines like sake and soju. Where humans went, fermentation followed. In the end, that fruit left in the sun. It became one of the greatest discoveries in human history, fermentation. It changed how we ate, how we stored food, how we celebrated, how we prayed. All from a bag of old berries. Since ancient times, people drank fermented stuff to relax, to laugh, to forget, or just to feel a little braver. Alcohol brought people together. It opened hearts, it broke ice, but too much. It also breaks bones. Everything in balance. Too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing real fast. Some of the worst human decisions started with 5 harmless words. Let's just have a few, so drink if you like. Raise a glass, enjoy the moment, but drink just enough to keep the story going. So tomorrow you'll still remember what made you laugh. Alcohol might be one of humanity's oldest inventions. But staying in control, that's what keeps us human. So yeah, from one forgotten pouch of squished fruit, humans brewed wine, crafted beer, and poured out a whole culture of joy and celebration. From caves to castles, from street snacks to royal feasts, fermentation was always there. And from alcohol, we learned to ferment more: veggies, fish, sauces, even emotions. We learned how to get tipsy, but also how to stay sharp, to feel the buzz, but still know when to stop. Because in the end, it's not the drink that makes us human, it's knowing when to put the glass down. If this story gave you a little smile, drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want more food stories through the lens of culture, history, and curiosity, hit subscribe. We've got more coming every week. Until then, stay curious, drink smart, and smile often.